Right then, today we're on Oilseed Rape. You can see the John Deere combine just over in the distance there. So yeah, it is August the 2nd, I believe. Yeah, August the 2nd, and this is winter Oilseed Rape. And the weather's been really patchy this year. We started winter barley, I think, on the 18th of July, or the 19th. I think it must have been the 19th. And we knocked that out in 4 days. It's about sort of like 250 acres, possibly, maybe a bit more than that, probably. So yeah, we did quite a lot of that. Managed to get that all knocked out. That was the winter barley, and in fact, it's been raked with a stubble rake the other day as well, when it was a little bit drier. So yeah, we've probably cut about sort of 50 acres so far of Oilseed Rape. I'm not entirely sure how much there is to actually cut, but there's a fair amount to go. We're in a 120 acre field, 100 acres of Oilseed Rape, and the rest is sort of cover strips and all sorts, and cover crop around the edges, and like millet and mustard, timothy and stuff like that, really. But anyway, yeah, so basically we're out here, we're making the most of the weather. It's very bizarre. This week wasn't great. It doesn't look great. We've got a couple of days that were supposed to stay quite settled. I'm trying to dodge the showers, really. And last week we managed to get a little bit of Oilseed Rape done as well. So yeah, it's all right. Yeah, we had to leave a little bit of it because it wasn't all quite ready, but this field's, by the looks of things, it's looking all right. I don't think it's yielding the best. I'm not entirely sure. It's a bit too early to tell, but I think the moisture was about 10% when we checked this morning. But anyway, yeah, that's the tractor I'm grain carting with. It's just amazing when you look at this crop. You think that it was all yellow in about April. In April it was all yellow, and now it's sort of all died off and it's all ready. They've got the black pods in here. You can't see it too clearly, but there's a few in there. A few black pods. But anyway, yeah, and then obviously it gets all chopped up. But I was reading the other day that some people will use Oilseed Rape as straw. They put it in swaths instead of just chopping it all. We're cutting the stubble off quite low here. If you just look along the floor, it's quite low for Oilseed Rape. Can be sort of up to almost your knee in some places. A little bit lower than that, but often people will just top it off with a topper. But we're not doing that. Basically what's happened is the farm I'm working on, they've gone to no-till pretty much most of their ground, apart from the stony stuff where it's almost vertically impossible to do that. But anyhow, yeah, so that's what's happening, is that they're not going to be topping it off because they want to reduce the amount of sort of compaction on the soil. So for the most part, obviously it's hard when we're loading with the combine, but we are trying to, for the most part, drive on the tram lines, as you can see here. Obviously tram lines are where the sprayer goes when you drill it. You put in the tram lines. So anyway, yeah, so that's sort of the point of cutting it down a lot lower, is that we don't have to top it off, and also it saves someone having to do that when there's enough going on. But what they're planning to do is put down a cover crop before the winter crop going in. So I think it's probably winter wheat going in here. I'm not entirely sure of the crop rotation on this farm yet, but yeah, everyone knows that Oilseed Rape has to be sown in August. So the winter barley that we've just cut, that will go into Oilseed Rape. Again, no-till, direct drilled. Well, apart from using the rake, but that just scuffs it up all up. But yeah, anyway, this one's really handy. Got a nice sticker, I believe my signal's on the back. It's really handy, this. It's got a hydraulic tailgate, so you can just open that up when you're back in the barn. You don't have to mess around with all the other trailers. I started on a tiny bit of a smaller trailer. You've obviously got the rings here. God, that is dirty. Anyway, all the dust, isn't it? Driving right up to the combine. But yeah, you have to take off the rings there and everything. It's a lovely trailer, it's a lovely tractor. I feel very lucky to drive this. It's got all sorts. It's a John Deere 6150. And it's got a lovely interior as well. It's 2014. I'll just check you have a quick look at here. So you got the auto. Hang on a minute. You've got the auto setting on here, which is really, really handy. So when you're on the road or even in the yard, but the video cut out. But yeah, there we go. So you can use it on the road, which is really handy. Or when you're using a trailer, I find it easy to use the gears. You got all your ranges there and throttle, PTO, all sorts. So yeah, it's a very nice tractor to be given for harvest this year. So yeah, we're going to crack on here. But that's my view from when we're loading the trailers up. You always fill it from the back because then you can actually see what's sort of going on. Anyway, then you obviously got your hand throttle here as well. Just forward or back, neutral, and just automatic handbrake there. So yeah, it's a lovely tractor. Loads of room everywhere as well. But anyway, I'm going to crack on, and we've got a CB radio there, just for the farm. Anyway, yeah. So I'm going to crack on, and I'll keep you updated with harvest as well about what's going on. All right, lovely. Cheers, bye.